I'm Alex Valdal from Iron and Pearl Financial. Welcome to today's virtual office brought to you by IKEA. Today I'm going to talk about prepping for taxes. It may seem a little bit early depending on when you're watching this video, but it's not too early to gather up everything you need to make sure you have it in time for April or March whenever you file your 2020 taxes. So for the 2020 tax year, this has been a little bit different than before. If you are an employee, you might be working from home where you usually aren't. If you're self-employed, then you've probably already been keeping track of your expenses and tallying them up for your accountant. For the 2020 tax year, the government hasn't given a decision yet on how exactly they're going to be handling the expenses for employees who work from home who don't have an employer signed letter regarding expenses. They've said that maybe there'll be up to $400 of expenses that can be deducted. So just keep track of all your receipts and all your expenses that you've had this tax year. So the things that you're going to be looking at to gather up to make sure you have them ready are things like your RSP contributions. So you can possibly pull those yourself online or you'll receive them from the provider in the new year. But you can have a quick look right now and see how much you've contributed. Any donation. So anything that you've donated to for the 2020 tax year up until December 31st, you're going to keep track of all those receipts and save them to file either this year or you can carry them forward for 5 years. Any medical expenses. So be sure if you have an extended health and dental plan, make sure that you claim all your medical expenses and keep all the receipts. And if you don't have an extended medical plan and you need to be claiming your medical expenses over a deductible, of course, then you can claim it on your tax return. Any childcare expenses, keep all those receipts. You'll need them to deduct from the lowest income earning spouse. Any student loan interest you've paid, tuition, investment expenses that you've had if you are borrowing to invest, for example, spousal support that you've paid, spousal support that you've received, any rental property, so any of the revenue and the expenses, of course. If you're self-employed or you own a business, of course, you're going to be keeping track of all that income. And speaking of income, you're going to need all your slips. So again, you'll receive those in the new year, but you can probably pull up, the latest from your online portal if you have one as an employee. Any other income you've received. So if you have a side business or another business, or if you have any investment income, you'll be receiving some slips for that. So we'll be posting a snapshot of that. And of course, that's not everything. We are not accountants here at Iron and Pearl Financial. So this is just some general information to kind of get you started before the end of the year, things to look for so that you're ready.